Okay, hello everybody. As you may be able to tell from the title and what is on my screen, I could screen right now. I actually streamed. If you look at this thumbnail right here, 30 hours, 54 minutes, and 43 seconds. And I did not sleep. Um, for the most part, I was playing World of Warcraft. Um, and I intended to have this huge archive, which I could look back on and, reference. I could clip. If anybody wanted to, skim through it, they could see, the quality of my play and, uh, listen to some of the various things that I had to talk about. I'm not expecting anybody to sit down and watch a 30-hour live stream all the way through, of course. This is the kind of thing that you might have bits and pieces of it land and others not. But unfortunately, uh, the recording is not available because past 12 hours, apparently I did not know this. YouTube does not save your live streams. They just don't save them. Um, so yeah, I mean, I played soccer. I streamed like all night, Friday night, um, all day Saturday. Then I went and I played soccer in the afternoon for like an hour and a half or 2 hours. Came back to the stream and continued playing WoW until around like 5 a.m. on Sunday or so. And then I stopped playing, right? And the whole time I was watching videos, reacting to them. I was, talking about various subjects, and a lot of things were happening in the game. I ran uh, the Awakened raid on 4 characters. I want to say like maybe more. I don't know. A couple of different characters. I played through the Emerald Dream campaign, getting all the flight stones and stuff, seeing that for the first time, and then I did it on another character just to get like gear. I maybe even did it on a third. I don't even remember at this point. I also did the Harbinger quest lines on some characters. Um, most of my most of my characters have pretty decent gear to like start out M0s with, and doing awakened raids and stuff. But the problem is it's just too much time. Like I was, thinking about it before the end, and then also like nobody's here, nobody cares. If you did the 4 mythic weekly quest to get 2 bronze bullion, which is a very like cheap kind of like catch up mechanic type thing to do, you did that across like 13 characters, which granted, I guess I could knock off a couple of them, maybe like 9 characters. There's like probably 9 characters that I really want to play for sure. I don't even know. Like choosing between them is splitting hairs. Uh, that'd be, and then every dungeon took 30 minutes. That'd be 1,560 minutes or 26 hours just to get like one piece of gear for each character. And maybe if I had spent my time on that, it would be realistic. And even now, if I were like a streamer and I made money from playing WoW, which I'm good enough to be making money from playing WoW, but like, I don't know. Like I could do that. Like if I really wanted to, I could take like the next 26 hours and do all this stuff and feel good doing it. That's one thing I want to emphasize is like physically I feel good. Mentally I don't, because I posted my stream on a bunch of Reddits, and basically every single Reddit deletes them. Even the ones that are like new streamers. It's like you would think you'd post your stream and try to get people to like pay attention to you. No, they'll auto delete your thread for posting your YouTube channel on the like, hey guys, this is me, introduction Reddit for new streamers. No, we don't actually want you to introduce your stream. Just introduce yourself, but don't reference your stream. I don't get how that's supposed to work. Um, so Yeah, here I am. And Miss Pandaria drops on Thursday. So my thought process is I should probably back off until Thursday so that I'm fresh and probably play a little bit less WoW. But at the same time, I don't really want to be doing anything else. You know, I just wish that it were better. I wish that I could, I don't know, landing jobs. It's just like you can't force people to employ you. You can apply, you can do all this sort of stuff. I'm going to try to aim to target like a 30-second to 1 minute per job application and then just sit down and marathon apply to jobs. Like hardly even look at what the job listing is. Just if it falls into a certain realm of like, because you just have to get yourself in front of so many different people in order to finally find somebody that's going to like take the initiative to reach out to you. There's really not much you can do. I guess I could be like stalking hiring managers using social media tools, but I don't even know what to do, man. I don't have anybody supporting me in life in the social element. It's kind of disgusting. Like people should not be put to this sort of situation. Um, so yeah, I don't know, man. I want to be homesteading. I want to be playing WoW as well. I want to have like a good computer. I want to be involved in other games. That's something else I was mentioning. I did go live earlier for like 30 minutes and I was talking about this whole stream disappearing, but I realized that I hadn't turned on my microphone because I slept my PC. The what do they call these things again? Whatever on an XLR, it's the preamp. Wasn't getting power supplied, so my microphone was completely muted. But it doesn't really feel like it makes a difference. I might as well be talking with a muted microphone because it falls on absolutely no ears, not even deaf ears. So, um, yeah, I just don't know what to do with myself, really. Just go apply to jobs and give up on feeling any positive sensations in your day to day life. Because those are luxuries which are not afforded to you. Um, yeah, I don't know. After a certain point, you just think, what the hell am I even doing being alive? Like, what is the point of being alive? So you see all this ridiculous wealth uh, all over the world. Let's go ahead and clean up my tabs here. Um, you're aware of everything that there is to life, more or less, but uh, you're just kind of barred from participation because economic reasons. And people are like insistent that you're supposed to be happy about whatever you do get. Like instead of wanting your, $1 million homestead, it's like, ah, well, you could get like a job where every amount of money you earn is recycled into your cost of living in an apartment somewhere. How about that? Does that sound good? What if we like didn't in any way pay attention to you? See, I was talking about mole. I was talking about that nasty Mexican restaurants, anytime you get like a ground beef dish, they're using those things. They're using those like 27% fat ground beef that's like put in a tube that's treated with chemicals because it's so cheap and profitable. So I would just generally not recommend buying ground beef based dishes from Mexican restaurants for that reason. Steak can be all right. It is usually cheaper cuts of steak, but yeah, the ground beef is just abysmal. Um, I was talking about listening to mariachi music, listening to Latin pop, towards the end of the stream. So that's how I feel. I feel like I just have like cancer or something. Like I'm probably gonna die.
Guys, results, and it'll be.
Or there's no future in this, you know.
Something called the MDT, which is the multi-disciplinary team or something, was to rethread. It always takes a bit. That's why I got something like this originally. Story, they just get it sorted, and they do, and that's a holographic site, and the image so far looks cleaner. There is a tint to the glass and stuff.
This shooting comes as there are now 3 Atlanta police says to a call on that led to gun. The other in only a few and to the
city.
GBI is still investigating. Neither agency to follow both Breaking Love and a live app.
I don't know. I try to make it. Yeah, I spent a lot of time on this trial as well. I mean, I listened to like. I've been skimming through this, but I listened to the vast majority of this. I also listened to his wife. I listened to his initial interview at the police station. I like watched the footage. I don't know. What's the point? That's one guy that I met off of Reddit, which like really doesn't mean anything, you know what I mean? It's like it don't even exist. It's like it don't even exist. Yeah. Look at this dumb asshole that I talked to on Reddit. I fucking hate this planet, dude. Um, this guy, he messages me, "Hey, dear." I'm like, "Hello. Hey, do you have a YouTube channel, buddy?" It's like, do I need a YouTube channel? Like, do I need a buddy on YouTube? Do I have a buddy to hang out with on YouTube? No. Are you referring to me as buddy? Can I say something, dear? Your contents are nice. But one thing is there is not doing its work properly. And then he's trying to sell me thumbnail design for $10. He's from India. Yeah, I already knew that. It's like, you don't need to tell me. I'm making fun of him here. Sorry, dear. I'm sort of busy. What's your proposal, dearest friend and ally, Conrad Supreme Magnificent? He's using all these weird words. Uh, no, brother, I don't make AI generated thumbnails. Lying through his teeth. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God. You know, it's just this scam of the day. You reach out to people and pretend to be an artist and be like, hey, you like my art? Wow, thank you so much. Wow, I have a view. It's probably my own, or it's probably my one subscriber, which is that guy from Reddit. Uh, yeah. So, what's up, viewer? Or is that my own? Did I click on my own stream? I don't even remember. It probably was my own. Click on my own stream. Concurrent viewers 0 versus views 1. That's what I'm looking at here. This ticked up, but I'm pretty sure it's because I opened my own stream, not because somebody joined. Um, it would just be nice to have people to hang out with occasionally, you know, like understand that people aren't going to want to sit around with you for like 24 hours a day watching whatever it is you're doing on your computer and talking with you, but like they might pop in for like 3 or 4 minutes, 5 minutes, say hello. I'll address them directly in chat and say hi. Talk about wherever the fuck you want. But that doesn't even seem like it's possible these days. Like nobody cares. There's too much competition for attention, and the view vanished. There's too much competition for attention, and yeah, like nobody fucking cares. Nobody has the bandwidth, you know. People are like posting their final dying videos of themselves with cancer, and it's like, oh, just like fucking nobody cares about that shit either. Um, yeah, I posted like 8 different threads. I deleted the ones that are already deleted. Um, yeah, bro, pretty much out of anything meaningful to say at this point, and with nobody else here to, you know, reverberate off of. Like, what am I even doing? You know, um, unless anybody's here to acknowledge you, it's pretty much done. So I guess that's all I have to say. I hope that Warbands fix retail for people that play multiple characters. I hope that Pandaria release event is a fun time and that I'm able to like actually meet some people. I'm gonna do another really long stream. I'll cut it at 12 hours this time. I'll probably cut it before that. I'll probably cut it at like 8. Just do like 8 multiple 8-hour sessions back to back. So at least it'll be archived. But right now I just don't have that streaming energy where I'm feeling good about being on the internet and talking to people at length because yeah, 30 hours just disappeared of footage. The only difference between recruiters and a scam operation is nothing. That's what somebody just commented to me, and that's like, yeah, pretty much. Uh, this week has been super busy. I got a call around 12:15. So we got contacted by 3 people from the same agency. Yeah. I'm just so disappointed. I don't know what I can realistically do other than like trying to like hype myself up and find a good psychological state and just I really need to go put in applications and just target like a 30-second to 1 minute window per application, which is difficult whenever you like actually if you have any experience applying to this stuff and using these awful systems. So, yeah. But you know, nobody gives a fuck about you whenever you put in that stuff like send in 1,000 applications to get 1,000 automated rejections. Oh, bro. Nothing positive to end on. We lost 30 hours of our life that we intended to document. That's pretty heavy. I felt really good going to sleep. You know, I felt good the whole time I was up. I had fun on stream. Um, I had a good time streaming it. I slept from like 5 or 6 a.m. to about 1 p.m. and I woke up. I feel refreshed. I feel good physically, but mentally, it's just like there's no money. The jobs market is awful, and I need a new GPU to play games. I need money to buy games and stuff like that. Uh, Nobody really particularly cares about you. It's not really it's not really persecution. It's just like everything is indifferent to you. You have to have somebody who is partial to you. uh your employer, if you're employed anywhere, like in some sense they are partial towards you, right? Like there's no amount of living in today's world without somebody having some amount of partiality towards you. Otherwise you basically just die. We're not subsistence farmers anymore. We don't have really the capacity to self-determine. uh Self-determinism went out the window with advanced markets and labor markets and things like this, right? Like with the role of currency in the modern world as opposed to any form of like barter or natural currency. This just ridiculous new fiat debt based Ponzi scheme thing that we have. Uh, the silver dollar certificate isn't redeemable for silver. Like, how am I supposed to navigate a world like that? I just don't understand. It's like, what do you expect me to think about this? How do you expect me to internalize this? Uh, it's not really persecution. It's just that the world is bad and indifferent. It's not really persecuting an individual per se, but like it's persecuting everybody. It's like indifference as opposed to persecution. Indifference is a form of persecution. I don't know. I guess I'm done. Catch me probably like tomorrow or even maybe tonight or at the very least on Thursday, as if anybody is watching this or will ever watch this.